Okay, well, I'm back. My phone cut off, but it was getting long, so that's okay. So, anyways, like I was saying, I was shading this because this was for the chin, and then this video is just gonna go into detail about shading and just, I guess, touch ups. So, um, if you watch this, that's cool. The other one is long. The first one, part one. But, I mean, that's... If you watch the whole first one, then... Or, well, if you just watch the first one, thank you. Because I know it was long. But, if you're drawing and you want to draw along or... like, I watch people to help my skill. So maybe they'll teach me something I don't know. And most of the times I'll watch the whole thing, depending on the length. But, it's whatever. But yeah, thank you if you watched the whole thing. And hopefully it taught you something. Otherwise I, wasted 20 minutes of your life. Okay, so we're just shading right here because of this part. I'll change pencils. Get my pencil out. Yay! Okay. So I'm just going to go over everything, pretty much. Kind of get my lines. And then we'll go in and erase. So, yeah, so just go ahead and outline everything, and then you can continue shading, or, if you want to stop maybe and start on a new one, you can, or, whatever. It's fine. Do whatever you want. It's your drawing. So, and try to make sure, I try to make sure everything is even on Batman, because he is a very, a symmetrical character. So, I went from from Alice in Chains to Pink Floyd. That's what I'm listening to now. So, yay for Pink Floyd. Alright, so then the nose part. Okay, and for the nose, these aren't gonna be there. It's just the way you shade it. The way you shade it would give it the realism, because that was just to let us know that we have a nose. So depending on how you shade it, it'll be realistic. So, yeah. Because on the nose, it's not a hard line. They're rounded. So, it's just like a portrait. If you're doing a portrait, you don't want to draw a hard nose, because then it'll look kind of crazy. So the way you shade it would give you the realism that you want. So for for shading, I'm using a lead pencil, which you can use lead pencils if you want. use anything that works. If it works, and you go with it. You don't have to change. As long as if you're comfortable, it's okay. But I use a either this is a .5. I'm always using a .5 pencil. The blue one that I was using was a .7, but that's so y'all could see my lines. But if you want, I use a black Tokonjigger. I don't know, like Tokonjigger pencil. Let's see. I'll Google it. Tokonjigger pencil. Okay, by the way, I'm not like a spelling person, so, or obviously enunciation. But yeah. Anyways, it's like just a basic number 2 pencil. They're pretty good for shading. So, and then a blending pencil. I use a blending tool. Yeah. Man, the song ended. Okay. Sorry, back to the shading. Okay, so then it's like, like the chin. So from the wrinkles, so start shading about right here. Okay, so I just did this right here where the head is. Just kind of went around it and then just drew that line. So we're going to do the same for this, and I'll actually tell y'all because I did not. Okay, so there's like the cheekbone part, and then this part where his eye is going to kind of go to a point and then go back up. And then where it meets on this line, that the headline, we're going to go over like this, connect it, and then draw from this point up. Yeah. And then I'm going to shade it. There is no pain you are receding. The distant smoke on the horizon. And then shade. Let's see this. Chin. Shade most of this. But I can hear what you're saying. So then this part right here, since there's that line, this is going to be darker since it's on the outside. Felt just like 2 balloons. So yeah, so I'm going to shade all the way. And then do the same with this side with the whole eye part. Kind of go like that. And then, just kind of do. And then the nose again. So we're back here. Oh, sorry. So yeah, so then just do that part again. And then, so by the way it's shading, or it's being shaded, I'm guessing the light would be on the top right. So it'd be like over here. So then, we'll go back into this part. So I'm guessing this would be like, like a collarbone or something over here. And it doesn't have a cape, but I'm going to throw a cape on it. So the capes, they're just, ah! So they're, man, whatever. So then they'll just go up and, kind of wrinkle it, like some check marks. So yeah. So then do the same for this, just kind of on the horizon. So see, starting to look like a Batman. So then we'll shade that part a little bit. And then a little bit of this. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this. Alright, so then this is where like all the little wrinkles would come into play. And then, just go around, do the same thing. So then pretty much all this is shaded. So I'm going to lightly shade all of this. Okay, and then all these lines. There's a lot more lines in here than there. And shade this darker. And if you're not a good artist, don't be hard on yourself, because I'm still learning. You're always learning. You're never nobody's perfect. So the thing is just to practice. And I used to actually, when I was a little younger, I'm not old, so I really am still learning. But since my dad is an artist, I kind of learned from him. But I'm mainly self-taught, and also through school. I liked taking art classes, but I didn't like their learning. I didn't like the way they taught it, because it was weird. Because when I would draw, I wouldn't do like what fundamentals, like when people draw, they're like, okay, now start out with a circle, and then like these are triangles, so put triangles up top, and then this is the circle, and then draw a square. But I didn't like all that, because it was just, I thought it was a waste of time, since I could just do it without. But if you want to learn the fundamentals and teach somebody, it's very good information. It's very important. And as I've gotten older, I've started using. Now, I wouldn't say I'm not still using the shapes as much, but I did say draw the square, and that this is like an X. So I'm kind of doing it, but it's just to help give an idea. And I don't know, but it just takes a lot of skill and practice, and it's a tough thing. I've been drawing probably every kid, like when you're a baby, you just color and scribble and stuff. But that's I just continued to draw as a child. And then when I got in school, they would teach you to write, and I don't write. I'm a terrible writer. My, what do you call it, calligraphy or print or whatever, it's terrible. So I just always drew. That's what I stuck with. That was what I enjoyed doing. So, and then, as I got older, I got better because of just the more practice. So I've been drawing for many of my young life, many years. So, yeah. So if you're new at it, just keep doing it. I tell people it's just lines. It's just, it's simple. It's not as hard as people think it is. But then again, it does take skill. But, it you can learn that skill. It's not like impossible. So, and it takes talent. But if you work on the skill, then it becomes a hobby, and then it becomes a talent, and it becomes a thing you enjoy, something you like. And I'm done. And people specialize in different things. Like I would say I'm mainly realistic. Like that's what I like to do, realism. And some people are good at like animation, like anime or cartoony looking things. And I don't like cartoon stuff. I mean, I like how people do it. That's not what I would prefer. I'd rather do realism than anything. But yeah, you branch into a different type of drawing style, and it'll help you out a lot. Like I got into dragons recently, and the way those are, they're really detailed and tough, and it'll help you out skill wise. So yeah, so you guys just practice. His face isn't shaded, but yeah, just practice and practice and practice, and if you actually end up liking drawing, then just pick it up as a skill, or just do it as a hobby. Maybe you could do painting. People like to paint. My dad's a painter. He can draw, but I think he just does painting better. Well, not really. He's a great artist, but I don't know. He just doesn't draw anymore. He just tends to lean more towards painting. And my mother, she draws too. She's a painter. They share that common interest. I don't do paint. I can't paint. I'm the pencil guy. And pencil art is dying, which I'm kind of saddened by. Which I like computer art. That's pretty interesting. But it's like, everything's being done technology-wise, so it's not really it's not going to become a hand skill anymore. It's just going to become something you just, it'll draw it for you or something, so. Okay, so there we go. I'm not, this video is almost 20 minutes long. Just like the other one that cut off. Alright, so, just keep practicing and just, have fun. And I hope you guys enjoyed. And I will make another video probably a couple weeks. So there is that. Starting to shake. So yeah. Worst signature ever. Okay. So there's my spawn. Wow, Batman. Fail. Alright, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned. And I will see y'all next time.